But as a result of it being a Zoom assembly, parents were, I guess, eavesdropping into the class that day and had misinterpreted or taken out of context some of the topics that came up.
At the time of the lecture, Fonte was the Director of Health and Wellness at the Dalton School, where she also faced backlash from parents over her overly sexualized lessons, including a video shown to first graders, which appears to encourage child masturbation.
Hey, how come my penis gets big sometimes and points up in the air?
That's called an erection.
Sometimes I touch my penis because it feels nice. Is that okay?
Sometimes, when I'm in my bath or when Mom puts me to bed, I touch my vulva.
You have a clitoris there, Kayla. And yes, it's okay to touch your clitoris. And Keith, it's okay to touch your penis. It's okay to touch yourself and see how different body parts feel, but it's best to only do it in private.
While delivering the 2021 commencement address to Columbia University's public health students of color, Fonte makes clear that the primary goal of non-whites in public health should be the destruction of white supremacist society.
This commemorates your hard work, intellect, and service in a game that was never designed for any of us to even play past the application fee. In other words, we aren't supposed to be here. In our world, white supremacy is when health is declared a human right, but only some have access to it. It's our communities that suffered the most fatalities. It's our communities that experienced the most violence because of our skin color, last name, or our accent. Therefore, you need to rely on ancestral tools of survival to disrupt those practices, heal from intergenerational traumas, and unlearn the stigmas that kept our people in the margins. And like Black Panther's vibranium, harnessed all of those microaggressions and adversity, transforming them into a master's degree, all while living in the master's house, so that you can dismantle that house classroom by classroom, protest by protest, and vote by vote. And as a result, that house is starting to fall apart.
During an Amaze Educator panel, Fonte outlines her biggest priority for sex-positive, comprehensive sex education for pre-K students and younger.
Let's talk about the future of sex ed. What is like a big challenge or a big priority that you want to toss out there?
I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but pleasure. If we can get parents to be on board that pleasure-based sex ed with their pre-K or even earlier is the way to do this, it would be so much easier for us middle school and high school sex educators to teach, because we're not spending time teaching them to unlearn all the things they've been wrongly socialized to subscribe to. I feel like that's the future. The optimist in me says it is. It's totally the right way to go. And it really becomes the actual holistic, sex-positive, comprehensive field that we all on this panel know it to be. The best comprehensive health education is one that is integrated into every subject. That social justice education has always been a part of sex education when it's done right. And so I feel like we have this momentum to really bring about comprehensive sex ed in the ways that Amaze is producing and helping us with, because these movements are really pushing us to move more forward into that anti-racist, pleasure-based type of activism.